They say customization is half the fun of owning a bike, until someone slaps on a turbo that's just for show or a massive rear tire that turns every turn into a wrestling match. Today, we are counting down 15 stupid motorcycle mods you should avoid if you value your wallet, your ride's performance, and your own safety. Before we dive in, let's set the stage by looking at where this passion for tinkering really began. Number 15. Fake turbo and supercharger kits. Plastic housings or dubious eBay contraptions claiming to bolt on forced induction. Most of these so-called kits provide zero actual boost. Some are literally insert fans glued onto your intake that barely spin, if they spin at all. They upset your air-fuel ratio, risk falling off mid-ride, and make you a laughingstock at bike meets. According to various motorcycle forums and user experiences, these fakes can also damage your engine by over-richening or leaning out the mixture. If you genuinely want extra horsepower, invest in proven performance upgrades, a reputable high-flow exhaust, an ECU remap or power commander, and a proper dyno tube. Real forced induction setups exist, but they require expert installation and careful fueling adjustments. Number 14. Plug-and-play performance chips. Under $50 electronic boxes claiming to reprogram your bike's fuel or ignition maps. 9 times out of 10, these contain nothing more than a resistor or an empty shell. They trick your bike's ECU into running richer, fouling your spark plugs and obliterating fuel economy, all for a placebo horsepower boost you'll likely never verify. You risk long-term engine harm with no real gains in throttle response or torque. Professional ECU tuning is the only dependable route to a smoother, more potent ride. Look for a power commander or a legitimate reflash from a reputable tuner. You'll get actual data-backed improvements in timing, fuel, and overall performance. Number 13. Underglow LED strips. Glowing neon lights installed underneath your bike, often sold in multicolored kits. While car culture might pull off neon lights at shows, cheap underglow kits on motorcycles are mostly pointless and often illegal on public roads. The wiring is prone to corrosion and the adhesives can fail after a few rides in the rain, leaving you with dangling, flickering strips. Worse, you could get pulled over for violating local lighting laws. If visibility is your priority, upgrade to a brighter headlight or add auxiliary lights designed for road use. High visibility turn signals and reflective gear are stylish in their own right, and they serve a real safety purpose. Number 12. Extra loud exhausts. Straight pipes or cheap megaphone mufflers that shake windows and eardrums. A throaty rumble can be satisfying, but ear-splitting decibels only anger your neighbors, irritate fellow riders, and invite hefty noise violation tickets. From a performance standpoint, removing too much back pressure can flatten your bike's mid-range torque, cause lean running conditions, and even damage engine internals over time. Quality aftermarket exhausts from brands like Akrapovic, Yoshimura, and Vance & Hines are engineered for balanced tone and performance. They're designed to give you that satisfying growl without blowing out your hearing or your engine. Check local regulations too. A well-tuned rumble is far more impressive than an obnoxious racket. Number 11. Superwide handlebars. Extra broad bars that make your bike look like a bull's horn. While some cruiser riders prefer wide beach bars, going too wide can turn every slow-speed maneuver into a fight. Lane splitting or weaving through traffic becomes a stress test for your shoulders, and you lose agility most motorcycles are designed for. Manufacturers choose handlebar widths to match frame geometry, ensuring stable handling. If you need a bit more leverage or comfort, consider modestly wider bars or adjustable risers, taking your height and arm length into account. A good rule of thumb: your bars should keep your wrists in a neutral position without forcing you to overreach. Number 10. Cheap Chinese fairings. Low-cost plastic body panels marketed as direct fit replacements for costly OEM fairings. Often priced under $200, these fairings fit poorly, crack easily, and require all kinds of drilling and zip tie solutions. The paint may look good in photos, but fades or peels after a few sun-drenched rides. And in tip-over or slide, these brittle plastics can shatter like glass, potentially causing more damage to underlying parts. If your factory fairings are damaged or you're after a new look, invest in reputable aftermarket brands, Sharkskins, Hot Bodies Racing, or hunt down secondhand OEM panels. Properly engineered fairings maintain the bike's aerodynamics, protect components, and preserve resale value. Number 9. Extended swing arm on street bikes. Longer than stock swing arms typically used in drag racing to keep the front wheel down under hard acceleration. On a dedicated drag strip, extended swing arms make sense. On everyday roads, they ruin nimble handling, widen your turning radius, and throw your suspension geometry out of whack. You'll struggle with slow corners and quick transitions, basically everything a sport bike is built to do well. Keep the stock swing arm if you ride twisties or commute. If you really want a stretched look, invest in a complete suspension upgrade to handle that new geometry. Know that any big change to wheelbase demands a thorough retuning of springs, shocks, and steering to avoid a clumsy or dangerous ride. Number 8. Fake carbon fiber wrap. A vinyl or sticker sheet printed with a carbon weave pattern that mimics the look of real carbon fiber. True carbon fiber is prized for strength and light weight. Slapping on a fake wrap does nothing for performance and often looks cheap, especially when the sun hits it. Heat exposure, moisture, and normal wear cause peeling, bubbling, and grime buildup. Wrapping hot parts like your exhaust can result in a half-melted mess. If you're after carbon fiber's benefits and you've got the budget, invest in genuine pieces for bodywork, huggers, or trim. Otherwise, rock a clean factory finish. A well-maintained paint job can look far more impressive than an obvious fake wrap. Number 7. Oversized saddlebags on sport bikes. Bulky luggage systems designed for touring or adventure bikes, shoehorned onto lightweight sport machines. Sport bikes emphasize agility and speed. Slapping on massive saddlebags can add 30 kilograms of uneven weight, affecting handling, braking, and cornering. They also create aerodynamic drag, and cheap universal fit bags sometimes lack proper anchor points, risking a dangerous mid-ride separation. If you need extra storage for commuting or weekend rides, pick a streamlined tail bag or a tank bag specifically designed for sport bikes. Smaller shape-fitting luggage solutions maintain your bike's balance and look. For serious touring, consider a bike built for hauling gear. Your back and your ride will thank you. Number 6. Giant oversized rear tires. A tire much wider than the factory spec, like a 300mm rear on a bike designed for a 180mm. Wider isn't automatically better. Motorcycle tire sizes result from factory engineering to ensure balanced handling, correct lean angles, and good contact patch geometry. Oversizing the rear slows steering, increases rolling resistance, and can stress the drivetrain. You also burn through expensive rubber faster. If grip is your concern, invest in a high-quality performance tire in the OEM size. Michelin, Pirelli, or Bridgestone all offer premium compounds. These maintain the bike's designed handling while giving you better traction. Remember, your motorcycle's geometry is a finely tuned system, so respect these factory specs for the best ride. Number 5. Helmet mohawks, spikes, and trinkets. Plastic or rubber decorations glued or suction cupped to your helmet like mohawks or novelty horns. Helmets are engineered for smoothness to reduce drag and rotational forces in a crash. A glued-on mohawk or spike can snag the road and jerk your neck violently if you go down. Plus, the adhesives can weaken the shell, voiding your helmet's warranty and potentially its safety rating. Personalize your helmet with custom paint, unique details, or stock graphics from established brands. That way, you'll keep the helmet's integrity intact and avoid looking like you borrowed your gear from a Halloween store. Safety and style can coexist without turning your lid into a toy. Number 4. Fake Brembo brake caliper covers. Custom covers imitating high-end Brembo calipers, typically clipped or glued onto your existing brake assemblies. Beyond the embarrassment factor, pretending to have premium brakes, these covers can trap heat, causing brake fluid to overheat or rotors to warp. Reduced braking efficiency is more than a nuisance, it's real-world hazard. Genuine Brembo or other performance calipers cost more for a reason. They're engineered for better thermal dissipation and stopping power. If you truly want upgraded braking, save for real performance kits. Braided steel lines, high-quality pads, EBC, Golfer, Brembo, and properly sized calipers can dramatically improve lever feel and stopping distance. Safety should never be sacrificed for a cheap cosmetic trick. Number 3. Useless racing levers. Low-quality adjustable levers often found on eBay for about $20, claiming to be racing or shorty levers. Real racing levers use high-quality alloy and precise tolerances. Cheapo levers can bend or snap under normal use, risking sudden brake or clutch failure. In some cases, poor fitment partially engages the brake, leading to overheating rotors or a locked-up front wheel. Invest in levers from reputable brands, ASV, CRG, Pazzo, designed for your exact bike model. These will offer smooth pivot points, proper mounting hardware, and actual adjustability that improves comfort and control, without risking catastrophic failure when you least expect it. Number 2. Cheap phone mounts that block your view. Bargain basement handlebar or triple tree mounts that hold your phone directly in front of your gauges, or in your main field of vision. While phone mounts can be handy for navigation, poorly designed ones can obstruct your speedometer, warning lights, or entire field of view. Some units aren't vibration resistant, risking damage to your phone's camera stabilizer. Others clamp weakly, launching your expensive phone into traffic the first time you hit a bump. If you rely on a phone for GPS, choose a high-quality mount. for example, ram mounts or quad lock, that secures tightly and positions your device off to the side so you can still see your instruments. Make sure it's tested for motorcycle vibrations and easy to adjust on the go. Number 1. Overly tinted windscreens. Dark or blacked out windscreens often sold as sport or stealth screens intended to reduce glare. Sure, they look aggressive, but at night or in poor weather, a heavily tinted screen kills your forward visibility, especially when you're tucked in at highway speeds. This is doubly risky on twisty roads or in highway traffic. If your screen is too dark, it compromises your ability to spot hazards, turning a simple ride into a high-stakes gamble. Lightly tinted or clear screens from recognized manufacturers maintain clarity while offering improved aerodynamics. If you want a sleek look, go for subtle shading. Remember, your safety depends on seeing the road ahead, so don't trade crucial visibility for a cool silhouette. The smartest mods enhance performance, comfort, or safety without undermining the intricate engineering behind every modern motorcycle. Research what truly works, read forum reviews, consult pro tuners, and invest in reputable brands. Ultimately, real riding pleasure stems from skillful piloting, diligent maintenance, and carefully chosen enhancements, not from cheap gimmicks or insta-cool add-ons that do more harm than good. Thanks for hanging in there, folks, and I hope you found this breakdown helpful, or at least entertaining. Avoid these 15 misguided mods to save yourself frustration, money, and maybe a trip to the ER. If you enjoyed this video, or you simply never want to see duct-taped phone mounts again, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We've got more honest motorcycle tips, gear reviews, and wrenching tutorials coming soon. Ride safe, ride smart, and as always, keep the rubber side down. See you next time.